Louisiana beer reviews. Among the Bugs. This beer is literally called Among the Bugs. And they're showing, the label is a adhesive paper label. Okay. And showing cypress trees, an egret, moths, possum, snake, alligator, a guy fishing in a canal next to a chemical plant, a refinery. All right, stuff you see in Louisiana. Swamp boots. It's at 29.95 north and 90.09 west. Longitude, it's the beerological point of interest, it says. 5% alcohol. This is a wheat lager from Zony Mash Beer Project of New Orleans. And it is a wheat lager, not a wheat ale, a wheat lager. Abita used to make a wheat lager, and I did a video review for it before they discontinued it. It's with orange peel and with Mandarina and Bavaria. Mandarina hops, Bavaria barley malt, I guess. It doesn't have anything on the website except for that description. Keep cold and drink fresh. Gotcha. $2.99 for this can. One little problem, it's got no date, guys. And I say, put the damn date. That chaps my chapstick. I know it's fresh because Mathern's just now got it in the past week, but it would be nice to have the date. Now, the distributor is saying it's 10 IBUs. Crescent Crown is a distributor, and they would have gotten their information from Zony Mash, so it's probably correct now. Whoa. Here we are on a cool morning, very overcast November morning. It is a cloudy gold with a lot of creamy white for the head and bubbles everywhere. And this Aventinus wheat glass. And I have 4 of these. I have a 4-pack, and I bought them for 25 cents a glass. That's a deal, isn't it? The greatest glass deal in the world. Okay. So here we go. Away we go with the review. Smells like lager, meaning that kind of that sour lager, not like a sour beer when you're thinking of the tart things, Belgian sours and all these things, Flemish sours. No. The lager sourness, which is not too hard to describe if you're familiar with drinking lagers, but maybe if you're not familiar with beer, it could be confusing. But you just got to do some experiential exercises. Yeah, white wheat bread, like that brand that you can buy at the grocery store. It's called white wheat bread. They put the coriander and orange peel in these because they're kind of bland without it, you know. They're kind of bland with it, but the IBUs are so low, basically no bitterness, but 10 out of 100, so you don't really get any bitterness. Maybe they got the recipe from Abita, because it tastes a lot like the Abita lager. Maybe they said, hey, you're not going to make it anymore. Can we have the recipe or buy it? You know, can we buy it from you? Abita might have said, you can have it. Here's the recipe. Take it. You know, I'm just saying it could have happened. Little crackle here. That Abita wheat lager was pretty prominent, just like the Abita Golden. The wheat lager was blue. The Abita Golden was green label. A Beta Golden was sort of like a Pilsner Urquell type thing, and a Beta Wheat Lager was a unique product because you don't see too many, like I say, wheat lagers. And Blue Moon is similar to this in the sense that they use orange peel and coriander. So this, the closest beer to this would be Blue Moon, but it is an ale. Ale meaning the yeast ferments at the top of the aging tank, the fermenting vessel. And lagers, it's bottom fermentation. So there's two different types of wheat. Lagers are done cold, and they have to age like 28 days, 30 days. Wheat ales are brewed hot, not boiling hot, but warm, and they don't have to age too long. So lagers are more difficult to brew. There's a lot of, in the beer world, beer review world, there's a lot of hatred against lagers. Fine if you hate them, but they're harder to make generally. Ales can be more fruity and, like, I call them dirty. Like, you can cover up mistakes apparently with ales more than lagers. I don't know about wheat lager. Now, always sirens. Coriander, just a touch of it. They didn't go buck wild with it. Orange peel is just a shadow of it. So they just were very careful adding a little bit of coriander, a little bit of orange peel. Wheat bills tend to have kind of a fluffy mouthfeel. The body seems kind of heavy with these. Some people claim it mess up their stomach, but they might have a gluten issue. They don't bother me. Sweetness level, I guess it's about 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. So if you're looking for a sweet beer, this isn't one to find. Bitterness units. I guess it's there somewhere. It is a little bit little. Focus on the word little. Let's say half a hop cone out of 5. Mostly dry finish. Well, $2.99. It's not a bad price for a micro brew. It looks kind of like that blue porcelain, that blue china. Yeah, those Chinese. I'm talking about the blue. It's white. It's always white with the blue print on it. I think the Blue Moon is like sweeter, maybe more like forward in the flavor. I don't know if it's a better flavor though. You see what I'm saying though? Same with Shock Top. I mean, if you want to try a wheat ale with the same type of ingredient, you know, with the coriander and orange peel, go check out Blue Moon and then check out Shock Top from 2 big companies, and then check out this and a few others. And don't get the Hefeweizens from Germany, because it'll be a whole different ball game. Those things are gonna taste like bubble gum and banana. You're not gonna get that with these American ones. You're probably gonna notice that, and I don't see a lot of craft beer companies making wheat beers anymore. I mean, they do, but we don't get them. Some of them do. Like, there's the Florida Cracker from Cigar City. I mean, they sold that around here for a little short while, but we don't really get their beers anymore. Occasionally you'll find High Ally, which I love that IPA. You see it on the shelves, but it'd be sitting there for a long time. And then you don't want that. So for some reason, Cigar City didn't pan out too much over here. I bought it, but other people just didn't. Well, there's a lot of those. I could name 20 different, off the top of my head, 20 different craft beer brands that showed up in Louisiana and barely moved. Most of them were good. Yeah, the bitterness is coming into play a little bit more, so I'm going to go to 1 out of 5 hop cones. 1 out of 5 hop cones. So, is it good? Yeah, it's good. I'm going to go A, 93 out of 100. It's a solid craft wheat lager, remember that. But is it like that much different than Blue Moon and Shock Top? It's not really, and those are ales. It's not really that much different. You'd have to do a blind taste test to find out. But I guess most viewers can't even get Zony mash. But maybe that'll change. They make all kind of exotic products now over there on Thalia Street in New Orleans, in an old converted movie theater, the Gem, Gem, Gem like a gemstone, Gem, not Jim like Jim Bob, but Gem. People in the South had trouble hearing those two differences. Like pen, like I was writing with a pen, and I was using a stick pen to put something on the cork board, the announcement board. So that's a problem here. We can't hear E from I. Down here. All right. But we can see the differences among other things, you know what I mean? But anyway, or discern the difference, because we're talking about sound right now. But anyhow, I mean, Blue Moon and Shock Top going to get pretty high scores too, and I never buy those things because it's not really my preference. Wheat beers, if I never drank another wheat beer in my whole life, that I would be so satisfied with that prospect. But they're out there, so I review them. All right. Some people love wheat beers. It's got its segment. I saw somebody buying Blue Moon yesterday, and I see they got the new Christmas wintertime packs with the snowflakes. So anyway. That's it. Not much more to say about it. So 9.3 out of 10. A most excellent wheat lager from New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to New Orleans, Louisiana and tour the Zony Mash Brewery in the former GEM Theater.